US President Donald Trump launched a large-scale military airstrike campaign against the Yemeni Houthi rebels on March the 15th in response to their attacks on Red Sea shipping, and called on Iran, the group's main sponsor, to immediately halt its support for them. A few hours before the attack, it is alleged that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth shared details about the operation, targets and weapons in a messaging group, including to a journalist. The Atlantic's editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, says that he was unexpectedly invited on March the 13th to an encrypted chat group on the Signal messaging app called the Houthi PC Small Group. His report omitted the details, but he termed it a shockingly reckless use of Signal chat. The White House say the incident was publicized based on sources obtained by the Atlantic magazine.
Was shared with a journalist in the Atlantic, and were those details classified?
You're talking about a deceitful and highly discredited so-called journalist who's made a profession of peddling hoaxes time and time again, to include the hoaxes of Russia, or the fine people on both sides hoax, or suckers and losers hoax. So this is the guy that peddles in garbage. This is what he does. I would love to comment on the Houthi campaign because of the skill and courage of our troops. I've monitored it very closely from the beginning. And you see, we've been managing 4 years of deferred maintenance under the Trump administration. Our troops, our sailors were getting shot at as targets. Our ships couldn't sail through. And when they did shoot back, it was purely defensively or at shacks in Yemen. President Trump said, no more. We will reestablish deterrence, we will open freedom of navigation, and we will ultimately decimate the Houthis, which is exactly what we're doing as we speak from the beginning, overwhelmingly.
President Donald Trump told reporters at the White House that he was unaware of the incident and said he was not a big fan of the Atlantic. A White House official said later that an investigation was underway and Trump had been briefed on it. Democratic lawmakers swiftly blasted the misstep, saying it was a breach of U.S. national security and a violation of law that must be investigated by Congress.